Hi, my name is Bianca Porter, and today I'll be showing you or sharing with you guys my Excel spreadsheet. And I will be going into detail on each question. Let me go ahead and share that with you guys. Alrighty. Okay, for number one, we had to find the profit of a sneaker company depending on the sneaker sales. So basically, we use the table and the graph to go along with the formula. And see, like right here, x0, y is negative 240. We match the red up with the 240, and then 4 with 304, then 13 with 20, and the 19 was down here, which is 596, and we matched it up there. So the discount sneaker company invested $240 into starting the company. The sneaker company didn't seem to do too bad because the absolute worst they did was about $300, which was only down $60 from their initial investment. After the company hit rock bottom, they started gaining, and after selling about 13 pairs of shoes, they broke even. After the company sold about 19 pairs of shoes, which is right here, they made a profit of about $500. It seems the company will be a success if they stay on the same path. All right, moving along. All right, let's go over here to question 2. All right, so basically question 2 is about probability of rolling 2 dice. All right, so first we have to find the sum of 5, a sum of 4 or 9, a sum greater than or equal to 12, and double them. We learned about all this in our homework. So basically finding the sum of 5, you get the whole chart, and we highlight how many we found. Like for example, a sum of 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a sum greater than or equal to 12 is 12. We highlight that, and so on with these 2 charts right here. And then basically we have to find the calculations. So basically the probability of rolling the sum of 5 is 4 out of 36 or 0.111, and then you turn that into a percentage, and then so on. We did the rest of the charts the same way, like finding the fraction or the or the percentage. And it says here, it looks like the highest probability is the sum of 4 and 9, or 9, because it has 19.4% chance, and it looks like the, let's see here, lowest would be rolling 12 or greater because it has the lowest percentage, which is the 2.8% chance. All right, let's move on to number 3. All right, so for number 3, we had a random set of data, and we were building histograms and discussing relationships between mean, median, and mode. And also we had this on our homework. All right, and I searched Google for a more detailed or you can say a more detailed way of describing this. The mean is the average of the data, which is the sum of all observations divided by the number of observations. The mean is to describe the sample with a single value that represents the center of the data. The median is the midpoint of the data set. If the number of observations are even, then the median is the average value of observations that are ranked at the random numbers. So basically, it's describing what's going on here. Then we use the standard deviation to determine how to collect the data from the mean. So that's what's going on here in these charts. Sometimes the data is spread out like the random data set 1, and then 2, and then we have 3. So basically all these random set of numbers, mean, median, and then the standard deviation. All right, moving on to number 4. It has this, number 4 has to do with mean and standard deviation as well. And we had this chart right here on our homework. And basically we're finding the College Board SAT scores in the early 1000s. Down here we have the scores. Over here we have the students. The mean we have is 1068 and the standard deviation is 230. So basically the left side is the average minus, well, the average score is 1068. Let's start there. Then the left side, which is right here, is the average minus 230. And then on this side, which is the right side, is the right plus 230, which this is the standard deviation. And this is the average. And basically this correlates with the graph up here. All right, let's see here. All right, and so we move on to the calculations. We had to find scores over 608, scores between 1830, I mean, not 1830, excuse me, 838 and 1298. And how many scores are expected between 838 and 1298 out of 460 students? Well, if you did a formula right here, 0.682 times 460, and we got 313.72. And this is my summary box right here. You guys can see that. Can you see that? All right. So basically, number 5 and 6 was combined, and we were looking for Edwin's fixed expenses. Let me get that to show right. All right. So number 5 and 6, we basically had we created a pie chart, and we had to put all his expenses in. We had to type all his expenses in, and the total we found right here, and the difference we found right here. And we had to find the percentage of the take-home pay and the percent of 360 degrees. Then we had to find the miscellaneous, and that's this right here. So the pie chart that we created is right here, and it shows all of this right here, and it labels everything. And that was Edwin's fixed expenses, and that was number 5 and 6. And that was all of my Excel spreadsheet.